Welcome to SipSci. You're looking into the science behind some of the biggest beverage trends of today. We're exploring the world of craft brewing. First, it would probably be helpful to know who qualifies. According to the Brewers Association, the largest trade organization for the U.S. brewing industry, there are three main criteria for craft breweries. They must have an annual production of no more than 6 million barrels of beer, demonstrate independence, which means that less than 25% of the brewery is owned or controlled by a beverage alcohol industry member that is not itself a craft brewer. And finally, they must be producers of beer with a TTB brewer's notice. Craft breweries often stand out for their tendency towards innovation and experimentation, deep connection to their communities, and distinct individualized approaches for engaging with their customers. And while the U.S. has always had a place in its heart for beer, the craft brewing movement itself has only really taken off in the last few decades, with the most dramatic growth occurring over the last 10 years. In fact, from 2010 to 2018, the number of craft breweries around the nation has jumped from less than 2,000 to over 7,000. It's hard to pinpoint the exact reasons for this substantial growth, but we can draw some parallels between the start of the craft movement in the 1990s and the massive expansion we saw beginning in the 2010s. In both cases, the U.S. economy experienced a rebound following an economic downturn. Of course, with a stronger economy, consumers generally have more expendable income to put towards enjoying pricier craft brews, so no surprise there. But along with economic implications, both periods also saw the rise in mainstream adoption of new technologies. By the end of the 1990s, the internet was becoming commonplace to access information and communicate with people from across the country and the world. With this tool, the pioneers of the craft movement were able to freely share ideas, promote their products, and quickly learn new skills. Similarly, social media was rapidly growing in the 2010s. Again, armed with a new, quick, and convenient way to spread ideas, savvy brands could create buzz and reach new audiences without large ad spends. Social media also brought forth broad global forums and small connected groups that allowed communities of brewers and craft beer fans to connect in ways they couldn't before. These new developments have undoubtedly played a critical role in creating the craft beer world we know today. However, it also can't be denied that the innovation and out-of-the-box thinking of revolutionary brewers and business owners are what have truly captivated the public and made this trend so enduring. Take, for example, the surge of uniquely flavored beers and ciders on the market today. Gone are the days of choosing between a few major producers and their selection of one or two styles apiece. Even in the smallest beer retailers, you are sure to find a bounty of unique beer styles from a variety of craft breweries. Let's look at a popular summer style of beer, the Shandy. A traditional Shandy is made by mixing a Pilsner and lemonade together. This creates a refreshing, fruity beverage best enjoyed on a warm summer day. Even though this drink could be made at home, producers have mastered the balance of brew to refreshing lemon. By combining their beer with lemonade flavoring, we now have a concoction that's ready to drink in as little time as it takes to open a bottle or a can. Using this process, it's easier than ever to formulate new adventurous takes on delicious brews and spirits alike. At Flavorman, this is what our experts do every day. We partner with clients from around the world to create custom beverage formulations for commercial scale production. At our sister company, Moonshine University, brewers can explore the world of distilled spirits and find pathways for expanding into craft distilling, which is experiencing its own renaissance. Thanks to their innovative and adaptive spirit, craft producers will continue to survive and thrive. See you on the next SipSci. Don't forget to subscribe and follow Flavorman on social media. Visit flavorman.com to learn how we change what the world is drinking.